and you like to wear black all the time, but it's summer now. Hello people who like, I don't know, Kim Kardashian. My name is Ceci and welcome to another episode of How to Cantonese. And today we talk about adjectives. So we use adjectives to describe things, such as something is big, something is small, something is pretty, or something is ugly. But sometimes adjectives can sound kind of like fake, not real fake, but you know, like empty, that kind of fake, since the concept of describing things is actually sort of relative, I guess. Just like using the word hot on Kim K. You know, someone would agree, someone would disagree, and I don't know, I'm just keep wondering, can she sit on like just a piece of wooden plank, and still be able to feel like sitting on a sofa? I bet she does. Anyway, relative concepts of adjectives often make it like not helpful when you try to describe things to other people. So in order to cope with this, some people tend to use nouns to make the concept in their head like clearer and I guess more understandable, such as maybe, oh, that guy's cute. How cute? Maybe cute as Tom Hiddleston. He's pretty cute. And of course we do that in Cantonese as well. In Cantonese we can say noun gum adjective, as in 姚明咁高. In English, tall as Yao. Yeah, you know that basketball, that NBA, ex-NBA star, I guess. To put this phrase into sentences would be something like this. 我表弟10歲嗰陣就已經有姚明咁高啦. My cousin was as tall as Yao Ming when he was 10. Story time, not clickbait. And sometimes you may want to like play around with words or sentence patterns. Then you can put two nouns into one phrase, just to make I guess a fresher way to express things, so as to not sound as boring. Maybe that's a better way to say it. In English, this phrase tends to looks like noun 1 is as adjective as noun 2. In Cantonese, we can say something similar like noun 1 gum adjective ge noun 2. And the rule of ge is still applicable here, which is you can use the quantifier to replace ge. Or actually sometimes people would use them together, and that depends on that person's own style of, I don't know, to articulate. So no worries if you don't know when to use ge or go or both of them. That's just a minor thing. Where was I? Noun 1 gum adjective ge noun 2. Well, it sounds equally weird in just, you know, noun, adjective, that kind of jargons, blah blah blah. I guess those are not jargons, because everyone knows them. Anyway, example. There's a kind of old slang kind of saying in Cantonese is 沙煲咁大個拳頭.
沙煲咁大個拳頭啊？點練？
In English, the literal translation is fist huge as a pot. You know, not the teeny tiny pot that can only put in a glass of milk. It is the stinky pots that Chinese people use to make Chinese medicine. Go look that up as well, and then you know how terrifying this saying is. Well, I guess that takes the old 2015 YouTube comment "Fist Me Daddy" into a whole new level. Do people still comment that thing? I don't think so, and I sure do not hope so. Back to the example sentence time. Peter 用咗1000萬都只係買到鼻屎咁大間屋。Peter used about 100 millions for flat, and all he got was one that as big as a booger. And can you please stop blinking? I know you're dying, but please help me up here, camera. And there are times that you just can't come up with a proper noun to use because the situation is like too messed up or too, I don't know, difficult to describe. In English, I don't know. As far as I know, people tend to use bad cursing words to do the job, like, oh, this is cool AF, this is cool as hell, that kind of thing. While in Cantonese, we do use situations to replace the noun. And when I'm talking about situations, there are some quite bad situations. And it sort of becomes, you can say, a trendy kind of slang thing, you know, things that cool kids say. And you immediately expose your age when you say the slang that you're used to. I actually am not sure if I should teach, like, this is the legit expression to say it, because if you're watching it like 10 years later, like in 2027, and by the way, do we have flying cards yet? Shout out to 2027 if YouTube is still a thing. Just like how you don't use old memes. Well, from the people who use old memes in almost every video. Anyway, I'm just going to, you know, put up some examples that people used or still using up to 2017. First, the structure of the phrase is adjective, though insert situation here. So back in about 10 years ago when I was in secondary school, the cool way to say it is 高到冇朋友. You're so tall that you can't have friends. And about like 5 years later or something like that, it changes into a rather mild situation. Is 高到喊, so tall that you cry. I guess people just being, you know, vulnerable. And the most recent one is kind of interesting because frankly speaking, it is not a bad situation. It is not a situation at all. Maybe it's just like people have seen too many bad things. They have seen too much shit to even give one that are bad enough, so they just give up. Anyway, the expression, the coolest, trendiest, latest expression is 高到一個點. So tall up to a point, literally. I guess it's like you're so tall that up to a point that no one can actually use words to articulate how tall you are. Maybe you can just like see God face to face, literally. I guess this is a rather short one after 2 or 3 mega videos, and I hope you find this video useful. If you have any questions and stuff to say, please leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, find it useful, please give it a thumbs up down below. Yeah, also subscribe to this channel for more Cantonese related stuff. And a new series called Random Rambling, where I talk about shit just out of nowhere. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!